First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Yeah, Greg, Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Here's Newton. To the right side and completes to Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as all-pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang it up and maybe become a broadcaster.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and 2, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with the carry. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Tighten up. Check 52. Protein spill.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll run it with Ernest Payne. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Pressure brought in. Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you?
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw is Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming ready for that.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. He'll have it, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Scarlett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Go. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
You got it. You got it.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd and 5.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go for it.
From the gun, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mario Addison has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Artis Payne to begin the drive. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Newton. And this one complete to Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ryan gets it to his tight end, Hooper, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. On 3rd down, Ryan. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Throwing on second and long. Ryan under pressure again, and down he goes again. Gerald McCoy has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready, blue 80, line 25. 54. And we're pretty quiet.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 15. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It's going to be a long day.
Now Ryan on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
65, 65, 65.
Throwing again. Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He's looking for Ridley again, but now it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, 59, ready. Hey, Delta.
Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
21.
Here I come.
Now Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run. Devontae Freeman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready, line 25.
Mike 54. Not today, you know. Not today.
Check.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Get out.
On third down, Ryan.
You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Scarlett with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 Short in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 8.
45 to Mike. 45.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on third down, Newton. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Wait! Ready to go!
Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K'Wan Short has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Result of the play, first down and goal.
Ready, blue 80! Blue 80!
54 Mike.
Here we go!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
Now Artis Payne fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Newton is going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Ryan to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Tuesday.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Gerald McCoy racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Newton's going to throw it. That's Samuel caught left side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting.
The